right, let's figure out how to play R.E.M's Feeling Gravity's Pull. All right, there's a couple different ways you could play it. If you watch Peter Buck in concert, he plays it a couple different ways. If you've seen some other YouTube videos, there's a couple different ways to play it. But really, I'll show you my way, and then I'll show you a couple of different ways. So really, we've got the main riff, right? So that's how I play it. Or you could play it the... Same notes, it's just different, whatever way is more comfortable. What I do is I play it, I take my third finger, place that on the first string of the 7th fret. Take my second finger, place that on the second string, so the B string, on the 7th fret. And then I take my first finger, I put that on the second string of the 6th fret. And the picking that I do, it's going to go first string, 7th fret, and then second string, 7th fret. So, and then I take off my middle finger. So now I'm going to hit the second string on the 6th fret. And then the next two notes are just the open strings, second and first, so B and E. So B, E, B, or second string, first string, second string. Let's try that again. So try and watch my right hand and my left hand and kind of go back and forth and pause them if you need to, but kind of watch what I'm doing. See if I can line that up a little better for you. So. So that's the main riff, right? And then we got the... So you can hear some harmonics in there. Really what I'm doing, you can do it a couple different ways. You can just... Basically, we're playing a root B note. And kind of muting it. So you kind of... So basically the E string, the low E string, right? At the 7th fret. I tend to play it just like a B power chord. So I have that 5th string in there and then kind of I'm muting the rest of the strings behind with my first finger. So you kind of get that chunky. And then you got the harmonics on the 7th fret. And then 5th fret harmonics. And I can't tell exactly what he's doing, but I'm pretty sure he's playing kind of the lower harmonics on the 7th fret. So really kind of maybe like the 5th, 4th, and 3rd string. And then on the 5th fret, I think he's playing the higher ones, more like the 4, 3, 2, 1-ish harmonics. Right? And then back to the riff. So that's that part. And then we've got that kind of open arpeggio that Peter Buck kind of likes to do there. That let's try it again. So the way I play that, just give you an idea, it's basically almost like an E minor. So basically it's like E minor, F, sharp, G to A is really what we're doing. So kind of open. So I kind of do the, you can play it with your 3rd finger. I play it with my pinky. That's just kind of how I do almost power chords sometimes. But really, so I'm going to take my either 3rd finger or pinky, whatever one's easier for you. And I'm going to set that on the 4th string at the 2nd fret. So I have that note. That picking pattern, it's going to be the same as I go up the fret. It's going to be 6th string, 4th string. So 4. I'll just name the strings here. You go 6, 4, 2, 3. Again, that's 6, 4, 2, 3. So that's the first position. And I'm going to move up to the root F sharp. Same pattern. I've just basically moved up a whole step. Move up half a step to the G. Same pattern. To the A. So let's do that slow. And then back to the all right, so those two parts now. Now we have the all right, so that's pretty easy. It's just a C chord and a D. I think it's a sus2, where the first string is open, and then we got the. So I kind of play the root note, and then go down to the first string and pick up, right? And then to the D. Same pattern, kind of the root, and then pick up from that. So like kind of 1, 2, 3, 2. It depends what version you're listening to. If it's the demo or if it's the album version or live version, you may hear him throw in kind of an extra lick that. That's basically, you can do that open or slide up to the 5th fret on the 2nd string. Your choice. Depends which version you're listening to or which one you like at the time. And then that open ringing chord is really just an open B, where you have the 1st and the 2nd string open, and you just. So we have those kind of 3 main parts, right? The little riff, opening, and the picking. And now the ending part's a little weird. Just depends on which version you're listening to. Kind of a lot of what I call like open E ringing. Kind of hear that string opening and then really kind of just riding that 2nd string, the B string. So kind of start on the 13th fret on the 2nd string and then play the 2nd and the 1st string together, but the 1st string's open. Kind of just start and then kind of go up to the 15th fret, 10 to 12, and kind of just play around with that, kind of see what feels right. Really just depends what version you're listening to. Kind of just does a bunch of different stuff depending on which version. So it's almost like the. And then it kind of moves up to the... So really, you just kind of have to play around with it, but really just kind of ride that second string and open E string. I kind of do the 13th to the 15th, 17th to the 20th. And really, what I think he's doing on the very last is just an open B again. So you could either play it up here or you play it down there. It doesn't really matter, but just make sure you either have kind of the open first and second string, whatever one you're playing. And then kind of slide that down if you want. That's it. That's how I play Feeling Gravity's Pull by R.E.M. Hopefully this lesson helped you out. See you next time.